What's going on? I think I owe you a phone call, but I am recovering from a long day. I didn't sleep very well. I had a client event today, so I've been up since, I woke up at 12, went to sleep at 2, had to get up at 6.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
You're
it's
going
been
at
a
the,
day.
yeah, understand. So what's our great conversation this evening?
What's up? You know what? We should ask all of you who are joining in. So let's give a little bit of a taste of who we are and how we help people. My name is Sri, and I help entrepreneurs and corporate professionals gain the confidence so that they can build visibility to their brand and business by using the power of video and live streaming. I do this by one-on-one coaching sessions, and I help you produce your live streaming show and podcasts so that you just show up. So if you have questions about the upcoming holiday season, if you've been recently laid off, if you're trying to start a business, but you're trying to figure out how you to start video and how video can help, definitely drop your questions below. I would love to answer. And Antonio, go ahead and introduce who you are.
Awesome. Love that. So at the end of the day, Sri, they already know that I'm in marketing and sales. So it's like introducing myself is being repetitive. So I would just say that sales and marketing is my profession, and Awesome Platform LinkedIn is a platform that I would say everyone should be on. It's not just B2B, but it's also for B2C, because we are seeing now that LinkedIn has offered a great offer for the small and medium enterprises to be able to come on the platform at a reasonable price. So that means Facebook SMEs and Instagram SMEs, they now may transition to LinkedIn. So it's something really awesome, and it just goes to show you that LinkedIn start off as a career platform for individuals who are looking for jobs and transition into new roles. And then after now, it's been known for B2B, and then it could be known presently and going forward for B2C. So it's something really,
Absolutely.
really awesome.
What's going
Hey,
on, Gabe?
Gabby,
Always
what's
wonderful
up?
to
What's
have
up?
you. So
Yeah,
let's get into
definitely.
this. Let's get into this. I mean, Antonio promised he was going to give me some food, so I don't know what happened here. I wanted some doubles and some curry duck and go. Like, what happened? Am I Valkyrie? But okay. So you guys are here. Seriously, we are seeing in the news, Twitter, Hootsuite,
Whoa.
Stripe. We're seeing a lot of fintech companies laying off people. We're going to start seeing more layoffs comes, especially with the holiday. It will be a year that I was laid off in December 16th. And because I had already started building a community, building a presence by using video and live streaming, I
Mhm.
had the community help me get through that very hard time. But we're starting to see more and more, and I've even noticed it on LinkedIn. Those posts that are going viral are the ones of people saying they got laid off. So I
Whoa.
wanted to give a tip on those who are thinking about getting on camera. Now, if you're really scared to get on camera, one of the things that I guide all of my clients is remind yourself of how amazing you are. What are things you like about yourself? Write it down, and then create a video with that. You don't have to
Mhm.
post it to anybody. You actually could just send it to a friend. You can send it to me. I'm actually creating a Facebook community, so be on the lookout for that. If you're really interested in joining that community, just message me video. But we need to get away from video is a enemy and start seeing as video as a friend, as a
Yeah.
tool, as a mentor, as a coach to help you work on your skill set. And that could be
Mhm.
just being able to show up in that interview, how to present yourself. It could be when you get on a sales call, how are you talking to people? I mean, I'm going to be the first one to say transparent. I have struggled with sales calls, but one thing that does make it easy is that I've been doing so many times I go live. I just remember I'm talking to a friend. So even if
Mhm.
we get on a sales call, then guess what? Regardless of what happens, I'm still going to make you my friend. So going back to this tip of if you're struggling with getting in front of the camera, there's you've got to look at the other aspect. You've got these skill sets you don't even know. It could be public speaking, it could be
Yeah.
training, it could be just being able to talk to the recruiter, confidently speaking about your skill sets, what you can do, how you did accomplish all of these things in this company that laid you off or cut, whatever happened, they had to let you go. Why aren't you using video? So that's just my tip. What do you have?
I would say that a lot of people are shy to be on video, but you need to be on video to express yourself. You need to build trust and credibility with your audience. And personal branding is very important because, as you mentioned, a lot of people are getting laid off. And if it is that you got laid off and have that particular skill within that organization for that numerous years, and you never personally develop yourself, network. I'm seeing a lot of people who are coming out with their degree, their masters, and in that interim, when they was in the educational system, they was not networking. So like when they come out with their accolades, they can't get a job because no networking was done when they was going about their education. So it just goes to show you that personal branding is basically you putting yourself out there, networking with individuals, video, and all these social media platforms. You know, it's so intriguing, Sri, to know that some persons that they may be on Instagram, but they're not seeing you need to be on Facebook or to be on LinkedIn or to be on YouTube. But all these platforms are free for a reason for you to become somebody, to become an influencer, to become your own unique person, which is your DNA. No one has a different DNA. Everyone have their own separate DNA. You have your own unique one. So put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. And personal branding will carry you a long way. Yes, you might be working for a company, right? But what people have to understand, people buy from people. So when you leave that company, you are leaving with your customers to go to other companies. So putting yourself out there, building your personal brand is most important. Definitely 100%.
I loved how you said your personal brand will carry you with other companies. The product, people like you,
Thank
they'll
you.
reach out. Sometimes you have
Mhm.
NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, but that doesn't stop them from reaching out. I mean, I still keep in touch with some of the people that I worked in sales, meaning, but I
Mhm.
bought products from, and I would still reach out to them because one day I needed that product. And plus, people leave. People move companies. So this is the thing about LinkedIn. You might have met this person when they were just a sales rep. Then they move to another company and they become the director of a team. And maybe you just lost your job, but because you kept a relationship and here you are like once in a while, even in the DMs, using a video just to say, hey, how's it going? Touching bases, just keeping touch. You just don't know. That's why one of the things that I do and I train my clients, teach my clients, is that at first it's like, why should I be on video? Why do I need to do this? It gets tiring. But then there's the other side of it because now you've gotten past, I don't like the way I look, I don't like the way I sound. Now you've gotten past, okay, how can I use this tool? It's a fact, there are articles. 82% of what we purchase is because we saw it somewhere. So if you were
Yeah.
on Instagram, if you were on LinkedIn, if you were on Amazon, as Gabe is going to be on Amazon killing it with his videos, we were watching something. We were looking at something to see, hey, is this somebody that we want, or is this something we want to purchase? So it's the same
Mhm.
thing when you look at recruiting and the direction that we're going. If you were to really look at it, you will start to see that profiles on LinkedIn they're going to be looking at. So what are you doing? How are you showing up? Now, for me, LinkedIn is a platform that I get most of my leads because that's the
Yes.
platform where I really built and developed relationships. I have a great relationship with Instagram, but I don't say that I get all my leads. And I'm also on
Mhm.
TikTok. I'm saying, like Antonio is saying, don't just, master one and then get onto others, but don't dismiss. If you're seeing that you're not getting the results you want on one platform, try another one. And don't dismiss LinkedIn. It does take time. Antonio, how long did it take before you started to really see business starting to come in for you on LinkedIn?
Last year,
So how many years was that you put in the work, the reps?
I started. I joined Lincoln, matter of fact, 2016, but however, I was not using it to the best of my ability because I did not understand the platform. Lincoln platform is a platform that the interface is not that welcoming, and people who have degree masters, they don't even know how to maneuver through Lincoln. So it's a platform, I would say, intricate, but as time go by, you will really understand it. So those newbies who may come onto the platform presently, they would not understand LinkedIn. And most people, they jump off like flies because they come on the platform thinking that they could sell it in a matter of 2 to 3 months. And then when they realize this is not Facebook or Instagram, they just drop off and they go back to which it is they know, which would be like Facebook, Instagram, these platforms that they are acquainted with. And that is the thing about LinkedIn. It's a work in progress, and you can't just come on and expect within a matter of a couple months, maybe 2, 3 months, that you could be getting numerous customers. It is not that simple.
And I don't want you to think that we're bashing Instagram. We are going to move into tips to help you get
Yeah.
leads on Instagram because we are on Instagram right now. So we're going to dive into it. We wanted to give you a taste of LinkedIn, what to expect. We gave you some tips like how to get comfortable on camera, gave you a little bit of tips on how to leverage yourself if you've lost your job, and especially if you're in the holiday season. Let's look at Instagram. If you are launching an offer that is coming up for this holiday season, which is Black Friday in the United States, and then we have Christmas, the thought that you might have in your head is that nobody's going to want to purchase your things or your items, your offers, your products. But that's not true. It's about treating yourself. It's asking your community, it's asking your potential client. And remember, be direct and clear. Identify who is your customer avatar and directly talk to them and say, look, if you have not invested in yourself this past year or your business, or if you are wanting to transition from the 9 to 5, or you've already transitioned from your 9 to 5, here's an opportunity to work on yourself. This is
Mhm.
not going to be, it is an investment into yourself, but it's going to help you long term. And so when you start talk about treat yourself, why is it beneficial for them? Then they will start to see why they should invest in you. So one thing is use lives like Antonio and I are, use the
Mhm.
stories feature, post reels, post static posts as well, show the testimonials.
For
And
sure. Yeah.
it's a lot of work, but it's going to get you that people are going to look at you. And you don't always want to be selling. You want to give them tips. You want to provide them with enough that to say, hey, Antonio, you know that guy right there, Antonio? He's selling those doubles so good. I'm gonna go buy from him. And I'm gonna go say, hey, Antonio. But I'm just saying, this is the type of stuff. You're
Yeah.
seeing us talk, you're connecting, you're asking the questions. Do it. You're about to spend your hard-earned money. Make sure that this is the person, this is the product, this is what you want, and know that this is going to be for you. You're already reading those reviews for those items that you want to buy when it comes Black Friday. So why don't you do that for if you're going to invest in an offer, a product that is with a creator who's a coach online. I mean,
Mhm.
Mike K. Fox is one. He teaches people how to use video and how to edit and how to use all of the cameras. Then there's Sonia who teaches, who has graphics. So like do your homework, do your research, and also take a moment and invest in yourself. If they have an offer, let's say your budget right now is $100, they have an offer for 97, do it, because I guarantee you, you're going to get that return 3 times that. If you're scared, well, I don't know if this person can help me. I've been burned before. Okay, Antonio, how many times have you been burned by coaches that you paid for?
Well, Sri, I never took a coach in my entire life.
Okay, so I
It's
will
not
talk from my own experience.
okay.
I've paid for a few coaches and I've been burned or blacklisted. Some of them are on LinkedIn, but that
So,
didn't change. That didn't change.
question. In terms of the coach that you got burned with, what it is that you seek out for, what services it was that they was providing to you that you got burnt with?
So when looking at it, I was wanting to learn how to use LinkedIn and build visibility. And that's what
Right.
I learned, right? The reason why the burn and the blacklisting came is because it had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with them. And you have to
Yes.
realize not everybody's in a space where they want to see they say they want to see people succeed, but when they see their client in the spotlight, like my client tonight or this morning, helping her bring her dream of this event, it was paid for women, and bringing out their feminine energy to life was, I just can't believe that we did this. In my turn, hey, I learned. She taught me so much. He taught me so much. It opened my eyes to see that there were things I needed to learn, and it helped me in that moment. So I never really look at coaches. I look at it differently. What it taught me is I needed to learn something, and it's up to you, the person that's watching, to apply it. We can tell you tips all day long, but if you really want to know how to get there faster, pay for the person's time. Don't sit there and
Yeah.
ask them questions on the DMs. Get on the phone, pay them for their time, take what they say and apply it. If you really like what they got, keep on working with them. But remember, you got to put the work in. If you want to see results, you got to put the work. Antonio and I didn't get here overnight. We had to put in some
So,
reps. So many times have I told Antonio, I'm like, I don't know about this. And he's like, are you doing this? Are you doing this? And are you doing this? And I had to be honest with myself and say no. So if you're here right now watching with us, we thank you. But we also want you to know, don't just sit and watch. Apply. Put it out
so,
there. Don't wait for the right time. There's never a right time. Just go out there. And yes, the right planning, the proper planning for a launch does better than the one that you just did in a hurry. But either case, once you put it out there, you know, hey, this didn't work, this worked, this is what I'm going to change, this is what I'm going to add, this is what I met these new people, and how are you going to take them on the customer journey?
love that. And the thing about LinkedIn is that it's a platform that is ever updating itself. And a person who may be successful on LinkedIn a year or 2 years ago don't necessarily have to be successful today, because so much of features are rolling out on a consistent basis. And some coaches, if they're not updating themselves, they now wouldn't be effective presently, because they are not aware, they're not educating themselves about the features that are rolling out. So LinkedIn is a platform that each day you have to try to do trial and error to understand the platform to your best of your ability. And by doing that, you will see how you could get better at it. Because I took 2016 to 2022 to really understand LinkedIn. I could personally say that I understand the platform pretty well right now, but I took long because it was myself who was doing it in terms of trial and error. So I didn't seek the services of a coach to fast track my process on LinkedIn, which personally I should have done. But at the end of the day, I'm in a much better place presently. And I must say I'm thankful for that.
Well, there you have it. You have two ways. You can either pay and get there faster to see the results that you're looking for, or you can do it yourself. There are a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of content creators, TikToks, even on Instagram. It's up to you. We talked about how to get confident on camera, how video can help you with landing a job, how to build a personal brand, how to use and leverage Instagram to help you get the sales for the upcoming quarter. And we just talked about how investing in yourself can help you in the long term. And thank you, Mike, for the birthday wishes. I did have a very great birthday last week.
Hey, when
Well,
was your birthday?
October 27th.
Okay, happy belated birthday.
You said happy
Okay.
birthday to me.
Yes, 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 yes. My apology. That I wanted to know. Sorry.
But you know what? We're gonna end this conversation because we're gonna go in and join LinkedIn. So we're
LinkedIn.
asking you to come and join us. And so we'll see you there. And we hope that this live helped you with some great tips to help you get started with your holiday offer, getting in front of the camera, and so on.
Awesome.
All
So
right.
thank you very much for watching our live and jump across the LinkedIn for more. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye, Jess. Bye, everybody.